Alright. I'm just gonna take a quick shortcut here. And now we want to go... First we're gonna remove all of these. We're gonna go back here, go straight, go right here. Right over here. And then left over here. Until we get to this one. Oh, and I just realized we didn't interact with the map here. We're gonna have to do that after we get to this campsite, I think. Okay, and we go right over here. Let's get the map first so we don't forget about it. Do not be mistaken, my dear. All legends are grounded in reality. You may not believe in mythical beasts and otherworldly experiences, but that does not mean they are false. You just look away when they appear in front of you. The legend of the giant wolf Amarok is true too. I don't expect you to blindly trust me, but you can't argue with the wealth of archaeological evidence suggesting that the predecessors of grey wolves, called dire wolves, were much larger. This is where the legend comes from. It is just that people are fragile souls that tend to exaggerate their achievements. Those of you who never lie about the size of the fish you caught or the game you hunted, throw a stone at me. Just be gentle if you must. Be sure, however, that the giant wolf still exists. It is just not as big as the legend says. So put doubts away. You can still find it and overcome it, and with it overcome your fears, my dear. The best time to hunt is at night. I believe in you. So, we have a night hunting mission. Harvest one mature grey wolf that weighs at least 30 kilograms between 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Now, if we go to the encyclopedia for grey wolves, between 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock means we have to hunt them at their sleeping zones or their eating zones. Both of which kind of sucks. We're probably going to take one of the eating zones in the mountains because that's at least somewhat easy. Then, the wolf must weigh at least 30 kilos? Yes. So that basically means any mature wolf, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, pretty much any mature wolf will do. But it needs to be a mature wolf between those times. We're gonna go right around here because that's gonna take us straight back to the road. And we're going to move on. Alright. Let's go. Santa doesn't exist, they claim, yet no one has ever proven it. What if Santa is just a kind but shy old man who brings some holiday joy to people and then just minds his own business? I suggest the following plan. Allegedly, Santa has 9 reindeer pulling his sleigh, so if we hunt at least 3 of them, it should disrupt his holiday operations enough to force him out of hiding. Judging by my estimations, picking out Cupid, Dasher, and Dancer will do the trick. And it's not like Santa not showing up would decisively prove he doesn't exist, so at the very least, enjoy some holiday hunting. Well, thank God Christmas is over. So yeah, we have to harvest a male young barren ground caribou with a shot to its heart, adult male barren ground caribou with shot to both lungs. That's fine. And a mature male barren ground caribou with the fitness level of 50% or higher. This one is going to hurt because I don't like taking out high fitness animals. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Hilariously, as one of the loading screen tips states, male caribou actually lose their antlers during winter, which means that all of the caribou pulling Santa's sleigh are female. Dear Trooper, I sincerely hope that you read this message before it's too late. While doing my daily rounds in the area, I keep noticing old animals that are in dire shape. They are still more or less holding up, but if you look closely you may notice that there is a parasite affecting the whole older male population. When those moose face me with their drooping heads, all I can see is the face of my late father, diagnosed with dementia soon after my mom died in a car accident. Just like my father shortly before his death, the animals tend to wander around aimlessly, stumbling on every little thing in their way. Perhaps I'm projecting here. You probably are. But I think the old fellas might be infected with a parasite and are slowly dying. Moose are lonely animals by nature, just like we state troopers are. The poor guys can no longer look out for themselves and at this rate will end up victims of a wolf or a bear. It is especially hard for the biggest moose who are having a hard time controlling their huge bodies. If you have the means to put an end to their suffering, please do the honors before it's too late. Lou Real. So I'm sorry for your loss, Lou Real, but I do think you are projecting. This requires us to harvest 2 Alaska male moose that weigh more than 750 kilograms. Now, we do not yet have the stats for moose, but I can tell you this means we have to take up matures. And not first-year matures or small matures, no, we have to take out big matures, which again, I don't like taking out high-fitness animals, but that's probably what it's going to have to come down to here. Now, we could try to go over here for that other campsite, which I am not going to do because, again, while it is a very beautiful campsite, a very beautiful area, we are not going to go there for hunting because it is a pain to hunt in. So instead what we're going to do is we are going to teleport back here to get that map. Then we're going to go left out here. Continue left here, continue left here, left again, and then right. Then we can get to this campsite, go down here, get to this campsite, and then we can go to the main story. As I said, this cabin we're going to get to during the main story, and this one as well, so we're not going to bother with that right now. Oh, map. Let's not forget about that. Let's pick up this map as well. And now we have to find the parking lot for this one. I should actually take a moment because I know there's barren ground caribou in this area. Just in case we find one. Because we do have a chance to do some long-range shooting here. Ah, so it's probably down there. Yeah, that's where the road is. Oh, we've got something over there. Can I see what we have? Not really. Let's see if we can get close enough. Oh, those are wolves. Hello. Well, we don't need you guys right now, so you can spook if you want. Alright, we're gonna have to go left, 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 right. Oh, and there are bison as well. Let's try not to run over any wolves here. Left. Oh, oops. Left again. Oh, please do not run into me right now, thank you. And you guys, please don't run into me either. Thanks. That was Roosevelt elk, which we will also have to hunt. I think 3 of them or 4 of them. Oh god, and we have more moose. Let's see, are any of you Mela? No. You have socks, so you are not Melas. Alright, this is where we have to go to the right side. Got a campsite. Now we go back out again. We go right, right, right. And then we are pretty much done with our campsite tour once we get to the next campsite. Just gotta make sure we don't run anything over here because there's a lot of animals around this area right now. All right. Are you up for a challenge, dumbass? You wildlife troopers make me sick. You think you are so damn important, running around with your shiny medallions stuck on your stinky uniforms. And we ordinary people have to suffer because of your enormous egos. Who cares if I threw a couple of glass bottles in the lake? They were empty, for God's sake. As if I would ever throw away a beer before I finish it. And you could have just looked the other way, but no. You caught me just before I escaped and even had me fined. Disgusting. You should be thankful that my ego is nowhere as huge as yours. I can forgive you. So show me that you're better than me. Shoot a surf scotter, but don't just go around with your guns blazing. Get a decent crossbow, aim carefully, and shoot it just when it goes up. And don't shoot the males. Men have a hard time living these days. No need to make it worse. Let's see if you can do it. Maybe you will earn my respect after all, but I doubt you will. So when you fail, don't run crying to your mommy. Just for once, act like an adult, like a trooper. Wildlife trooper harassment survivor. And oh boy. I wish I could say this is over-exaggerated, but working in community management, I have met my fair share of people who have this exact same attitude. I have met so many people who behave like idiots, and then when they get warnings or kicked or banned as a result, they go, "Oh, but I was harassed and mod abuse and what have you," and I'm like, you were being an asshole, and you broke the rules, and we removed you. You're welcome. More importantly, though, this mission serves up. This is the one mission that we are not going to do. Because, listen to this. Harvest 1 female surf scotter shot with a crossbow when flying over water. I have a hard enough time hitting flying birds with a shotgun, let alone with a crossbow. The crossbows reload so slowly, that this is pretty much impossible. And I am actually going to pick up a crossbow, but I think we might actually do that right now before we go on to For no, we have to return to the lodge anyway soon. So the next time we return to the lodge, I'm actually going to pick up a crossbow, so that we can do all the missions that require a crossbow. The good news is a crossbow can be used from tier 1 to tier 6, so we can just replace our shotgun with that and it will be fine. But the thing is, it's hard enough to hit a flying bird with a shotgun. Hitting a flying bird with a crossbow is already pretty tricky. And then they have to be over water. So you can't just drive in front of them and, you know, wait for them to come overhead and shoot them when they're going overhead. No. Also, it needs to be a female. Good luck trying to identify a female in the few moments that you have to shoot this bird over water with a crossbow. And if you miss your shot, because the crossbows reload so slowly, if you miss your shot, you basically have to come back another day. You can forget about this opportunity. They are gone, they are done. This mission, there used to be a bug that made it extremely easy to do this one. And both times that I've actually done this mission, I shamelessly abused that bug because, God, this mission, god damn it. But that bug is no longer in the game, and so now this mission is literally the hardest mission in the entire game. I know so many people who are like, yeah, I have completed everything in this game, but I'm not bothering with this mission because what the hell? And frankly, I am in the I'm not bothering with this mission anymore thing, because if we were to try for serfs up, it would take me at least 3 or 4 streams just to get this one done, and we're not doing that. We are just not. It would probably take me more than 3 or 4 streams, to be honest. Like, I have not been able to do this one since the bug was fixed, and I don't want to try. I don't want to frustrate myself on stream. We're not doing that. So that is the one mission that we are going to ignore, that we're not going to do. Because no way. Thank you, but no. Alright, now we can actually get to the main mission. And do what we were supposed to do, which is place a decoy. Oh. One of these moose looks pretty big. There are 3 males in there, and one of them is actually looking pretty big. I'm gonna have to see if I can find them again once they're done running. Where are you guys running off to? You're going left into the forest. Lovely. That's gonna be tough to find, but I'm gonna have to see if I can find them again, because one of them actually looked pretty big. Oh, whoops. I did not want to go up there. There are more moose down there. One star adult female. Not what I need. Now, here's something interesting though. Alaska moose are among the few animals where they actually start out lighter when they are young and then get darker as they age. Usually it's the other way around. They start out with a strong, darker color and then they get grayer as they age, but for Alaska moose it's the other way around. And there's a few animals like that. Not many, but there's a few. Let's see if we can find the other ones. Yeah, there they are. A 2-star adult. Oh, nice. And a 1-star mature. There's some wood bison over there. And the problem with the mature Alaska moose is they also look they look pretty dark, but the mellas also are fully black. So sometimes it can be hard to tell apart the Mellas and the normal moose. The best way to tell them apart is the socks. Alaska moose have their lower legs white, usually. So if you have one that is looking really dark, but he has white socks, then it's not a Mela. If he is fully black, then it is a Mela.